Welcome to another episode of Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott.
And I'm Geoff.
And we just watched an episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yes, we're done.
Yeah, I know. Finally, the season's over. Finale of the reunion. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I wish I could say that they got somewhere. I wish I got some new information out of this episode. I don't feel like I really did.
Normalize 2-part reunions. Just get it done in 2 parts.
Yeah, like there wasn't anything new or revealing. And in fact, they got into more off-screen bullshit in this episode. So I was just like, okay, this is great.
Footage.
Yeah. I'm just like, this is really weird that so much of the beef of this season has to do with stuff that happened off camera. And I was just like, yeah.
And things people don't remember. Like,
right.
They said, we never said K. Michelle was on Ambien. Cut to the clip. Thank you, editors.
Right. right.
Of them saying she was on Ambien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think the only thing that they really touched on was the room cleanliness at the girls' trip.
Gosh, it feels like a million years ago.
It does. And I did like that a lot of the questions came about like, well, how come, you could film down at the pool but not up at dinner? Things like that came up. So like,
why not ask Kay, why did you not have a glam that you couldn't film?
And then you filmed anyway.
Right.
And I liked that Shamea's answer was, well, we were doing a show. And it's like, well, yeah, which means you could have done the show upstairs with everybody else,
They're in their airport clothes.
Oh, God. Good God. So,
yeah.
Anyway, shall we go through what little notes we do have on this episode?
Yes. What happened? So, yeah, we start off with, we never got the full plot, we never will, that K. Michelle alleged was being plotted against her.
Oh, right.
Basically, there's misunderstandings. She tried to get ahead of things, ended up mucking things up more in regards to Drew and the black thing, and Porsha with supposedly talking about her vagina.
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't going there. Well, I still believe Drew was going somewhere because Drew's just shady and weird.
Yeah.
Not weird, just... But they apologize to one another. They, want to move forward. I think that they can move forward. Those Kay and Porsha for sure, and Kay and Drew, at least a nice coexistence. They don't need to be besties and sing the national anthem together.
Please don't let them sing the national anthem together. I don't need that at all. I don't really understand the nonsense of it all, and just really don't care. I mean, I like that Andy was very vocal with Kay to be like, yeah, you really made things a problem when they didn't need to be. Like,
he also called her a confessional gangster.
Yes, that was pretty good.
Yes.
That was really good. What was going on with Kelli and Phaedra? I don't
understand why Kelli was going down this path of, discrediting what Phaedra did for her.
Right.
So Phaedra said it was going to be like $60,000 and she discounted it down to 10. And Kelly's trying to make it seem as if Phaedra and her team didn't do much for her and that her previous team did the most. And if that was the case, why didn't she just stay with that previous team?
Right.
But it was really just after Phaedra was so nice to, be there for her and support her and discount the fees for Kelli that seems so, what's the word? Ungrateful.
Yeah, that does seem a little weird.
I understand that fight. And Phaedra's like, what are you doing? That was the one time I was like, okay, Phaedra's really right here because, But
again, this was about something that didn't even happen during the season. This was all, no, I mean, the current beef that they're having is about her saying it at the reunion that she didn't do much. It wasn't like earlier this season.
Oh.
Kelli was saying, I don't, Phaedra didn't do something for me. It's just right here at the reunion.
But it was just weird that she was...
Oh, I agree.
On camera, like, oh, thank you so much. Phaedra's been there for me. And she cried with her. And then to be like, well, she kind of just... Mm-hmm. It's like, there wasn't any need for that. Save that energy for, Angela.
Right.
They pivoted to their back and forth. And my thing is, it's just, I'm tired of them fighting. I'm tired of the reads. Like, I know people love Angel's reads. I'm just exhausted. They seem not rehearsed, but she's just like, it's a little too, she can't have an argument without being like, I want to read you. Mm-hmm. It's like Kelli could say, I don't like what you said about me and my restaurant closing. And Angela could be like, you got teeth, but you don't have a house. It's like, that doesn't relate to the fight.
Right. I agree.
Skipping to a read. Like, you've really been thinking about the reads.
Yeah.
So again, not rehearsed, but stay in the moment and not just trying to have a moment.
Yeah, don't try and bring it back to a place where you might go, oh, I have all these reads ready for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that used to be Phaedra. Phaedra would always have like, and they were good, but after a while it's like, have you been working on this?
Yeah.
You know, it just seems like you don't want to resolve things. You don't want to have a productive argument. You just want to read her down to hell.
Mm-hmm.
And where do you go from there? You know, I don't want to like move forward if you're just going to like, you know, say that I'm like the brokest, poorest, ugliest, shortest person.
Yeah, every single time anything comes up. Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah. It's like, I'm trying to think of those, it's like Angela's constantly at a scholastic book fair. She's just reading all the time. I'm just like, Angela needs to put the books down, quit waiting to read.
Fair. A book fair hated to see me come.
I could never really afford any of the books. Like my mom didn't really give us money to do the book fair stuff, so I'd always see stuff there that I wanted, but I was like,
I was so excited to see new books. Like I really always love books. It was just so like to see them there, like, ooh, there's so many options of like what I could get, and I couldn't get everything.
Right.
But at least I would get like, you know, 1 or 2 new books. It was just really, really exciting as a child to be able to read. This
makes sense that you were you were a scholastic book fair nerd. Yeah. I love it. I love you. Yeah. So, I mean, hopefully next season, Angela doesn't just sit on ready waiting to just, you know, just have her digs in on people, because it's more than a little irritating.
Which then brings us to Angela and Shamea of the cease and desist, and you screwed Hawks players, and like I can't believe they went back to, here's a photo of Shamea with Junebug, the person came to Angela at Kelly's waffle event last season. 1, stop talking about last season.
Right.
Everybody.
Right.
2, like, why? You don't know that she is for sure. I'm with Shamea. Unless you're going to tell me which Falcons player, which Hawks player I have been doing the horizontal mambo with, let's just stop it, you know, because it's empty. Like I get concrete, you know, I saw you in the library with the candlestick Mrs. Peacock.
And then for Angela to be like, well, I would have, but then you sent me a cease and desist. And it's just like,
no.
And it was Shamea herself saying, I was saying, like, shut up if you're not going to go ahead and put up the details. Bring real receipts or we don't want to hear about it.
And then for Angela to be like, oh, I don't know why, I'm talking to Charles, I don't know why they always want to talk about you. You have made Charles so much of your existence on the show. So what else do we have to talk about? Like, we've already, you know, drug you through with the houses don't sell and when they grow up, whatever.
Right.
And talked about your daughter and, you know, which, bravo for you. We thought you were homophobic, but you're not.
Yeah.
It was mainly you. I was.
Oh, it was all me. I get it. No, I'm glad actually to hear from Andy that like a lot of the discourse out there did make it. Yeah, we weren't crazy to see that. Like they did edit her in a way that made it seem like she was uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable and very much like didn't want to have the conversation with her daughter.
Yeah.
Her older daughter being a lesbian.
But to hear that, you know, really it's her daughter's wife's family that has trouble, and that like Angela's big issue is the fact that, you know, they disrespect her daughter.
She just like disappear. The town.
Yeah. Makes it seem like they're not out to her family is what it seems like.
Out, I think it's more so like not accepting.
Yeah.
It's that love of the sinner, hate the sin.
Yeah. But no, I'm glad to hear Angela is supportive and, you know.
Coming out cookies.
I like how they're like, oh, did you get Porsha coming out cookies?
Yes.
I also liked it later on when Porsha was saying something and they're like, girl, you've been out of the closet for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Shut up with this.
Ellie.
I was like, okay. But
you could be on the float next year.
Yeah. But I think Porsha tried to like have a little bit of a clap back to say like, you know, it's gone on a lot longer than 2 weeks. You know, to say like just because you came out in 2 weeks doesn't mean you haven't been gay for longer. You know,
right? Exactly.
So it's the same people who are like, when did you realize you were gay? It's like, well, it's always kind of been there.
Yeah, a thing.
I didn't wake up one day and be like, oh, is that what that is?
I just hid it because society wasn't.
Right. So, but yeah, it was nice to see. Angela and Pinky, what did they clear up?
Oh, when Pinky said that you talked about me having a wife in the basement.
Oh, yeah.
And it was basically just something she's, you know, Angela just drew out of a hat, you know, and same thing with Pinky saying like, when Angela said, you said my husband didn't like me, and Pinky said, it was just part of like the back and forth. There's no substance to it. It's just I wanted to throw a dig at you, and
yeah. Then we do get Shamea in the hot seat because Andy points out that from her third seat on the couch at the reunion, he didn't use those words, that she had beef with nearly everyone on the cast. So
again, how much did Shamea talk this episode? How much did Kay talk? Switch them damn scenes.
Yeah, I agree.
As ever, I won't let it go, but I'll let it go.
We learned, unfortunately, that Shamea's surrogacy journey is not going well.
But her
surrogate miscarried. So
her last male embryo.
Yeah,
I thought that was it was very sad that when Andy said, "Is Cheryl supportive?" and she said, "Yes, of course." And Andy then said, "It seemed to viewers that he was putting pressure on you," which I didn't see that at all.
I didn't see that at all.
All about Shamea saying like, "I need to give him a male heir."
I think they were definitely reading into Shamea's insistence that like she wants this to happen is that like somehow that somehow it was coming through Shamea from him that like, oh, we need to have a boy,
It's more so her feeling like she failed him, which is a horrible mindset to be in. And just they've had so many miscarriages and so many losses.
It was definitely sad. And then
the hot seat of it all was literally it went down the line. He's like, you had issues with Drew, you had issues with Angela. I think she and Drew, again, they talked about shit from last year. Don't care. Don't care. She and Drew they're okay. It was never a huge thing. The thing with Angela, I don't know if that is ever going to be able to move forward from. Like, she apologized. Angela gave a half-ass apology. It was, I'm sorry if.
Like it's definitely apologies that are not going to last. That's for sure. So
like they're just not going to be friends. So
then we get to Porsha and Shamea.
So I like that I felt like, am I crazy? I'm not crazy. Because the season I was saying, I don't know these people, but I'm just saying, for me as a viewer, it feels like Porsha is done with his friendship. So when Porsha said, I don't know why we're talking about a friendship that was done last season, I'm like, thank you.
Right.
You have finally said it. I am not just pulling this out of thin air. You were done with Shamea at the end of last season. So you were just coexisting this season. I wish you would have just said that either to one of the girls or to Shamea's face, because it just felt like it was just, they were lingering in this weird place and they would be in the same rooms and wouldn't talk. And it was just, and then of course after Scotland, it's like, it's totally under the bridge, down to hell.
Beelzebub.
Just no repair.
I think Beelzebub is like Blue's Clues. That's the
Bluey?
that it's the devil Bluey is what that is. Beelzebub.
Yes.
Sorry.
So, I'm glad you said that. I will always say that between the two of them, no one's totally right, no one is totally wrong. Like, Shamea's totally made mistakes, for sure, in Scotland. But on Porsha's side, she acts as if, she's just done. She's totally done with Shamea. Doesn't want to know that she exists. Don't talk about my daughter. Don't talk about my mother. I don't really want to talk about you at all, unless it's to throw shade,
right.
When about something else, like, or say like, oh, you did talk to Kelli about me. Someone saw you, one of our mutual friends said you were talking stuff about me. I can't say it was Kelli, but So, but she's just so acting as if like if she wills it so that Shamea will just disappear off the show.
And maybe that will happen.
I hope it doesn't, just to spite.
Oh, that's big words for you. You're such a Porsha fan.
I am a Porsha fan. I don't like how she was being in regards to
Yeah, no, I can agree with that fully, because like it's irritating, especially when she's doing that whole "I'm just not going to talk about that."
Yeah,
and
it was giving me vibes.
Yeah,
very much so.
And like, what's the point? Again, you're on this show, and that's a part of the show. Like, you can't just say I'm not going to talk about this because I was done with it last year, and it was just ridiculous.
It was really much like reducing Shamea. Like when she said, and Shamea clocked it, and I clocked it too. When she said Shamea looked at me this season with endearing eyes, that term was so pointed. Like, you're down here like a dog looking at his master. With endearing eyes. Oh, so hopeful. Oh, Porsha, will you be my friend again? And yeah, sometimes Shamea would do that because she's holding on to her friendship, or was holding on to her friendship that was totally gone. She cared too much. Porsha cared too little. But it was a really shitty way of reducing this woman.
Yeah.
Like, she really tried to make Shamea small, and to me that doesn't reflect well on you. So even if you are in the right in a lot of ways, especially again after Scotland, you don't look great when you are putting her down so far below you.
Right.
And you, again, I said, it's giving Nene of like, I'm up here, I'm number one on the call sheet, and you shouldn't even be here. And that's what it gave to me. And that's why no one should have the power to like force someone off the show,
No, agreed. 100%. No, that was very well put.
Yeah.
You could said it way better than I could, which is why I shut my mouth up and let you say it.
Yeah.
So no, it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Andy, and then asked them, like, where does that leave them? Like, what is there? Not his usual. Is there a path forward? It was just, where does that leave them? And it, like, what were either of them supposed to say? Well, like, Shamea's like, oh, yeah, I guess it doesn't leave us anywhere. I guess I'm quitting. See you later.
Right. Or it's like, Shamea, like, if someone speaks with people, like, where do you go from here?
Yeah.
Am I being fired?
Yeah. It's like, well, I guess we're just gonna figure that out.
Well, with Porsha, he basically said, you guys are agreeing that it's done, and you can come to an agreement on, that, and not even being able to coexist, not even agree to disagree or whatever. It's just like you're agreeing that. Yeah. I don't even know what.
Yeah, it's just that they're done. It has to be, and that
it was
they'll work together.
Well, when you have Porsha stonewalling him, when he said to her, "You're giving me the death glare," and she's like, "Well, I don't get why we're talking." He's like, "I'll tell you why."
Yeah.
It's like, because this is the show, conflict resolution, and if you're gonna be Shannon Medore and not resolve things,
right?
Like, you don't need to be the girl's best friend, but you do need to treat her with some respect.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. I don't know how I feel about it actually, but Portia's like, yeah, I didn't, I'm not going to talk about my mom at all. And then Shamea was just like, yeah, I talked to my mom and told her it was, but she hasn't seen it yet or whatever. So I was like,
or when Shamea was trying to clear up things, saying, I wasn't trying to say that, like, using it as a dig that, like, I see Pilar because of this, and that's when Porsche shut it down. Like, don't fuck me up.
Right.
So it's like, okay.
I guess no one can have the answers now. Thanks.
Yeah. Well, so we're done with that conversation.
Yeah. And then the women reflect on the season. I mean,
it's like right up there, Rose and Thorn. Like, didn't you let me see that?
I'd rather have had the Rose and the Thorn, because at least those are cliched and memorable. Like, everything along the way here was just kind of like, okay, neat. Like, you found a nice little way to wrap up the season. Cool,
Right. I did love the awkward hugging. One, it was like,
oh, it was so awkward.
Yeah. I like the Shamea and it's you have going back and forth. Got to like, okay, we're cool.
Mm-hmm.
We love each other. You've been there for me, and they hugged. And then she was like, well, I guess I'm already up here. This dress is pretty tight.
Yeah.
As well, like, come on, Angela. Like,
that was the most awkward hug ever. Like,
I'm lying.
Hey,
I'm a liar.
Yeah.
And Drew like, oh, come here, Drew, you too. And then I looked at more Phaedra's like, we ain't got no beef.
Yeah.
We ain't never had no beef.
Oh, goodness.
She didn't like you, Phaedra.
I wish Drew had been a little bit held more accountable about the horse and about the
horse shit.
Yeah, and about digging on Kelly's restaurant. The fact that Kelly's like, you don't live anywhere near there. Like, you were just going out to get your kids some food that far away from your house. And she's like, you didn't even have the kids that weekend.
Yes. I was like, oh, no, not the kid.
That's kind of funny, though.
But to say, like, you made the pilgrimage to this restaurant that's nowhere near you just so you can do a video, like, that's so lame.
It's you did that on purpose.
Right.
It was planned.
It's
so
for Drew to say, like, I've never had an issue with Kelli, or we never had whatever. I'm like, girl, what do you call, you post this on your Instagram?
You know, I don't, you know, when it comes down to Housewives, I don't mind them gaslighting each other, but like, don't gaslight the fans. Like, we've seen what's going on.
She was always acting. She's like, what do you mean?
This is so goofy.
When Shamea called her out, like, what's that face? She's like, I wasn't making face. Yes, you were. Roll it back.
Yeah.
She was always like, oh. Like, just so dramatic for no reason.
Yeah.
This is not, you're not going to get nominated for anything here. And get People's Choice Awards.
Yeah. Stop. And, you know, you're not going to be the number one on the call sheet either.
No.
Oh, I really, really want her, like the whole horse thing. Oh yeah, Walter arranged that. And it's like, what?
I don't know that, man. Well, okay. But he got you.
Yeah, and there's no explanation as to why or what and what's since happened, and you know.
How did he get the address?
Well, Walter gave it to him. It's like, oh, okay. I just don't buy it at all. No one does. No one there bought it.
Throw back to like Kenya's like fake boyfriend.
Oh, I don't remember that.
It was
a long time ago.
Yeah, it's
so. Well, I think I wanted to give a nice prophetic Andy Cohen sort of at the end of the season. I think we can all agree that we're glad this one's done.
Yes.
But
yes, what was your takeaway from this season?
Just off-screen beef is the worst beef.
Yeah.
Like I don't need it. Like if you're gonna, I feel like. And I guess Porsha has the right to not engage with it, but for Shamea to have brought all the things about her parents and everything on camera, I think once they brought it on, they kind of should have elaborated on it more, but you know, who am I to say that?
Miss Diane out here. Porsha didn't want to talk, Miss Diane.
She will, right. She will go on. I am certain about it. So
she'll give us a little.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my takeaway is that just like we were saying earlier, all the reading for the sake of reading and then the off-screen beef, I don't want it anymore. Okay. It was interesting that Porsha was saying that like this, you know, cast she feels like is, you know, going to carry them forward. And I don't know what she's seeing.
I'm not seeing that. I think, you know, Annie said the last season was a rebuilding season. Now they're back. And I don't think they're fully back.
No.
Because it's not cohesive. But I think they've come a long way from like those crappy other seasons.
Agreed.
You know, so
yeah. I mean, if next season maybe everyone's a little bit more comfortable because if they do have the same cast or a very similar cast, then they can stop trying to plant and dig dirt on each other.
Yeah, it's very splintered sisterhood.
And I think what it was is that they were all trying to, like, I guess, grasp at their own angle. Like they're each working an angle and none of them worked the same angle together. So it was just like we had Drew trying to make stuff up over here, we had Angela making stuff up about everybody, and then we had Shamea, you know, everyone was just right. And it's just all this stuff that didn't make sense. And so on its own didn't make sense, and together it made even less sense. So I'm hoping that next season, wherever they go, they end up going there together, like, and making sure that the drama that consumes the season is about things that happened on camera and things that actually happened, and not them trying to like have outrage where outrage really didn't exist.
And saying things in the moment and not waiting until either someone's back a story or until at the end of the season when you're doing your confessional.
Right.
Like saying in the moment so we can get it hashed out and we move forward.
Yeah.
Truly. And having fun. We always say fun, but fun with a bit of drama. It's gotta be, there's a mix to it that clearly we're not saying on OC of like fun and drama and, you know, just a reason to like watch and enjoy.
Yeah.
Because there were reasons to watch and enjoy. I think, again, more so than last year, but it could have been a bit better.
For Andy to have said this was a memorable season, I don't know what he's talking about. I mean, I guess there's things we're going to remember about Shamea and Porsha and the whole your mother slept with my uncle or whatever the hell that thing. Yeah. Yeah. But as far as it goes, you know, 5 years from now, I'm like, what season was that? And I think that's unfortunate about that. So.
The Scotland season, of course.
Right. Where they just stayed in a castle for 3 days. I guess they went out that one time.
They did that one time.
Yeah. And stayed overnight at a hotel somewhere else, right? That's so weird. So what was your takeaway?
That it was enjoyable, not always exciting. I feel as too much was like stretched out. It could have been shorter. But I like a good portion of the women, and I want to see them move forward.
Yeah.
And I think it's building.
Right.
It's not quite there, but it's definitely building.
Yeah, I think, again, as long as they can quit trying to create their own drama, like, separately from each other and just
self-produce.
Yeah, I think they'll be better off next season.
Yes, I agree with you. Less off-camera stuff that is never brought on camera in a way that makes sense to the audience.
Yes. So what do we have coming up after this? We have Girls Trip still going on.
Girls Trip due tomorrow.
Yeah, and then we'll have Orange County on Thursday. Oh, we won't.
Be here, yes.
I won't be here. I'll be out drunk on a lake. That's where I'll be. Safely, yes. Totally safe. 100%.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I know I'm not either.
Sir.
Everything's going to be fine. Don't worry.
Not be concerned. I will be concerned.
And I'm going to try my best to make sure we have a cell phone reception so that I can let you know I'm okay.
Yes.
So, but yeah.
That's great.
I know that it is. So I guess until then, we can talk about it next time.
Until next time.